in a situation like this, it's not uncommon for our clients to ask us, hey, how do we track the risk of these deals? And there's a lot of ways you can do this. So I'm not trying to say this is the one right way, but one element that you might incorporate is a temporary field that you put into the system to be able to keep track of risk. And it's not just deal risk. It's not that the deal's just less likely to close. It's the whole deal is maybe more likely to just get pushed as funding has gone on hold due to the pandemic, or a certain renewal might be at risk because of the pandemic, not because of anything that the sales team has done or that your customer success team has done. Really, it's just a situational thing that might delay that revenue or affect the pipeline in some way. So to try to capture those, here are a few basic steps you can take. So the first thing, I'm going to go ahead and show my screen here. So the very first thing is we need a way to actually keep track of this data. So when people come into their opportunities, and this is just a bunch of dummy data, so don't try to dig in or judge the data too much. We need a way to track on opportunities what the risk is, and we need to start asking our reps to go in and fill that out for these deals. So the first part of that is going to be coming in and creating a new field. So if we go to our object manager and then the opportunity object under fields and relationships, we're just going to create a new pick list here. And let's call that COVID risk. Now you might call it something else, obviously, if it's not specific to this pandemic. And we'll go ahead and just put in some values here. Again, you could really tailor these to your needs. Right now, we'll just keep it very simple: high, medium, low. And we'll put some help text in here that says, please indicate if this deal is being impacted by the current pandemic. So we'll put that in there. We'll keep it visible to profiles. We'll throw it on the opportunity layouts. Great. So we've got this field now. And so the first aspect of this strategy is going to be, when we come into deals, we're going to need to actually fill that out. And so you're going to need to communicate to your reps that you've added this field and that you're expecting them to fill this field out on their deals. Let's go into the details here. And we've got COVID risk right here. They can come in, and let's just set this one to high. Let me save this. And then we'll go to another one. Set this one to medium. And in fact, why don't we go ahead and set a bunch of these at the same time? I'm going to simply go to all opportunities. I'm going to change which fields are showing. I'm going to put the COVID risk field on here. And then that's going to allow me to set this value. And in fact, let's select a bunch of these here. And we'll set these to high. Apply. And then we'll set these ones to medium. And we'll set these ones, oops, to low. And then we'll leave a few of them blank. So save that. All right, so we've got some values in there. You know, we had our reps come in and they can pretty quickly and easily just go through. Obviously, that's one thing to consider. Maybe, you know, you add it to a list view so that they can go through an inline edit a lot faster, getting their deals up to speed on which ones are at risk. Another interesting option would be to set up your Kanban according to risk, and maybe you have a custom list view just for this. But you could come in here to your Kanban settings and group by COVID risk. And when you set this up this way, then you can see, you know, how much revenue is at risk. And you can just grab and drag and drop and say, oh yeah, this deal goes here, this one's at high risk, etc. So very easy way to kind of get once you add this field, by creating maybe a new list view that's just like a risk management list, you can have your reps easily come in and structure their open pipe by risk using this view, or using the inline editing that I showed you. So those are two quick ways that they can get the data in there that sales leaders would be asking for once that field is added.